Happy Halloween! Hello, hello, hello. This is Jenna Cantor, performer and physical therapist, and I'm the founder of Powerful Performer. I love physical therapy. I love it. I love physical therapy, and apparently so does my cat. I am going to be jumping on here today with a great leader in physical therapy who honestly inspires me ever since. All right, adding you right now, Cameron, so let's see if it works this time. Stephen Dunn, what is up? Good morning. Happy Halloween. Yes. I'm not in costume right now because I really wanted it revolved around this hat. This hat was what it was about for this video today. Let's see who else is popped up on there. It says adding right now. What's up, John? How's it going, everyone? That's really funny with my finger going across the screen like that as I'm scrolling. Well, anyways, while we're waiting and seeing if this ad works this time, may or may not, we know Facebook Live can be special. Ooh, yeah. Anybody who hears me riff, lick, it's my favorite lick. I love it. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey. Hey, I actually had to run out to my car. You can see I'm all wet.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi wasn't working, so I'm like, I'm just going to sprint.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And this is perfect because what's the group that you're in charge of?
The running injury support group.
Yep,
Yeah.
so he's
So
running.
he's running.
Right.
He's running. I was running.
Hold on.
I'm looking for my headphones right now.
I'm gonna
I'm going to
open this
get
recording.
this recording.
Which means other people
Which means other people are hearing me.
Anyway, while I'm doing that, you tell people who you are.
Sure. Who am I? Well, I'm no Jenna Cantor, but my name is Cameron Dennis. I'm a physical therapist. I have been a physical therapist for about 3 years. I just started about a year ago with my own practice called Back on Track Therapy and Wellness. And we're out here in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
That's
But we treat mostly athletes. I would say probably 95% athletes, so runners. And I just brought on another partner. Nice cat. His name's Eric May, and he's a physical therapist as well, but he mostly sees CrossFitters and power lifters. So, but yeah, so I have that running group you mentioned, the Facebook group, Running Injury Support Group, and other training platforms for runners.
It's awesome. All right, so
the
interview is very
simple. I'm just asking you, what changes would you like to see in the physical therapist or profession?
And what
actions you're taking
to be a part of
that change?
Awesome. Yeah. I think this is great. But yeah, I would say, I think the same way as many healthcare professionals, as many healthcare providers, not just PTs, but I think we all want to help people. But I think that a lot of the time we get stuck doing what the people that taught us were doing. So we were maybe using out-of-date techniques and out-of-date ideologies to support what we're doing. So I think the problem, at least from what I'm seeing, is that we don't necessarily challenge our, especially the athletic population, we don't challenge our patients nearly enough to prepare for what they need to be, what the loads their body needs to be able to handle for sports and return to sports. What I see so many times is, and I'll just keep it with runners, and let me know if I start rambling, Jenna, okay?
Oh yeah, I'll do like
the
Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
I love when you speak, so keep going.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I feel the same way. But what happens, I think, is they go to physical therapy. Say their knee hurts, they go to physical therapy. They get band exercises, or they might get seated exercises. Then, once the pain goes away, they're discharged. What? So that's not going to help them prepare for the loads of running, right? Seated banded exercises. And I am generalizing here because I don't have a patient that I could say, this is what I should do, this is what you should do. But in general, I think it would be important to get that person doing higher, more more challenging lifts. So squats, deadlifts, farmer's carries, you know, a lot of different weighted higher level exercises that are going to replicate the loads and demands of the activity they're trying to return to. And
yeah.
I just think that as physical therapists, we're not taking people far enough through their plan and towards their goals. I think that a lot of times, like I said, I think everybody seems to have the best intentions. Everybody has the right intentions. Ooh, it's looking awful glowy.
You're
I
fine.
think that,
My breath smells bad. If that makes you feel.
yeah, that does make me feel better. Yeah. But I think that we have the right intentions, and a lot of times we're limited by insurance, what the insurance company, you know, would consider to be necessary, you know, medically necessary.
Yeah.
Because running, a lot of people would argue, isn't, or I would say the insurance company might argue that it's not necessarily a daily activity that someone has to return to. So we get to the point where they're able to return to daily activities, but that's not what their goal is, right?
Right.
You know, we're using these exercises, these very basic exercises, giving them a sheet and sending them on their way. We're not getting them necessarily on the treadmill and seeing how they're running. And I think a lot of that is lack of knowledge of how to return runners to injuries. So it's just amazing to me some of the things you see in the clinics that say sports medicine on the door, and how limited their actual sports knowledge is, I guess I should say. You know, how limited their scope is. But I guess kind of what I'm doing and what we're doing differently is to really try and keep our eyes on the current research and the current literature to fully understand what is actually working, what's needed and what's required for someone to return to running, as well as keeping up to date with what a lot of the influencers in the running community are doing.
That's so good.
That's so good. I love that.
Yeah, because I think we get in our own little bubble sometimes and we kind of get in a rut. I think I've learned more watching what, you know, Chris Johnson is doing, Nathan Carlson, what they're doing in the runner's zone than I learned in PT school by 100. Yeah.
Yep. And you've got to team up with these people anyway, because this is who your population is following. So if you can't keep up with that at the very least, then it's not. They're going to not want to work with you because you're not seeing eye to eye with them.
Right. Yeah. So I would say, you know, I think I said a lot, but I guess to pin it down, it would just be to make sure that we're adequately challenging our patients and taking them far enough towards what they actually want to be doing, towards their actual goals, and not just, you know, giving them
bridges,
sort of baseline exercises, exactly, and then giving up if those don't work. You know, physical therapy failed. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, and I guess I haven't said this yet, but physical therapy isn't going to necessarily work for everyone. However, I think with the vast majority of musculoskeletal conditions, runners can return to running without pain or with, you know, limited pain through physical therapy if you're giving the right treatments.
Yep.
Which
I love
unfortunately
that.
is not
And you
happening.
were part of that change.
Trying to be part of that
It's
change.
easy trying because you fear perfection, but you are. You are actually in action with it, which is awesome.
Thank you, Jenna.
You're welcome. All right, so people already know where to find you. So we are done with this. Now we're going to hang out and get on the phone and talk.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Bye, everyone. Hope this is inspiring.
If you want to get in touch with him, look up Injury Prevention Support Group. He's awesome.
Thank you very much, Jenna.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.